Hey, what's up, you guys? Marty Schwartz here with Marty Music. It's a Technique Tuesday, although you can watch this video any day, anytime you like. But this is going to be an arpeggio lesson, a bluesy arpeggio technique that I'm going to show you guys right now, and I think you'll dig it. Also, I have a ton of premium courses at my website, martymusic.com. Some of them are free, so just check the links down there or go to martymusic.com, and I appreciate that extra support. All right, here we go. All right, this little device is so valuable. I use it nonstop. We're going to do it in a blues setting. Comes from an arpeggio. It's a great device. Okay, we'll do it in G. So I have a G7 chord. That's the 3rd fret root E string. So what I think is going to be really valuable is for you to see the roots always. You don't have to just sit and memorize all the notes on the neck, but the more you play, the more you'll start to just naturally memorize little spots. Like if you play G a lot or G blues a lot, you'll start to kind of know that the root is on the 5th fret D string. Okay, so we'll just do the 1-4-5. G7, C7, D7's up a whole step. I mean, that's just what we're going to look at. We can change the form. We don't have to do a 12-bar blues, but another way to look at it, G7, C7, D7. So that was using the C7 shape and the roots on the A string, so C and D. Well, if I wanted to do G7 starting on the A string, it'd be that C7 shape. But that was all just G7, C7, D7. Now let's just look at the roots on the D string and the A string. So G, that's the 5th fret. C, 10th fret. D, 12th fret. Okay, so now let's look at the A string, because that's what we'll be using, the D string and the A string locators for this device. Yeah, okay. All right, so we got G, C, and D. The device is the same on the D string and the A string. That's what I'm focusing on. So let's plug in that root. That's how we'll find the G7 arpeggio looks like this, but we're not going to play it across the whole guitar. We're just going to focus on mostly the D and G, but we'll go over to the A a little bit. But just look at this. That's the root. That's the 7. The major third of a G7 chord is right there. See? Exact same thing works here. So the G's right there on the 10th fret. We're just C, back to G, it's all right there. Now we're going to add to it, though. Instead of going or as a note to improvise from, we're always going to hammer up to it from a half step below. Not pulling off. That doesn't sound right. But always up. So if I see that, I'm not even playing the root, but you can hear it. So now we're going to do, instead of, we're going to do Okay, so now the next thing we'll do, back to G, we're going to then pick a half step up. And after we hit that 5th fret G, we're going to go back to the 3rd hammer to 4 like this. If I add the earlier part, so then you also have 3 and 5. And then you can think pentatonically or kind of still see the pentatonic under it because it's a blues sound. So you can go to that and then go back up. Okay, so if we had a kind of blues funk groove or country, any kind of thing with that 1-4-5 bluesy sound, you can outline the chords, but then you can also just go anytime you want. You could just play the G blues scale, meaning the G minor pentatonic with the blues note, you know, not playing over each chord because those notes function over all of them. But you can use these little arpeggio ideas to now mix it up in between your pentatonic licks. So you also have, so I said G minor pentatonic. You could play G major pentatonic as well. And then you also have this little... All right, so let me keep it real simple. G7, C7, and D7, that's it. So let's see what happens here. So I forgot a couple times in there that it wasn't a 12-bar blues, and so I went up when it shouldn't have, because I just felt like doing something that was not a 12-bar blues. But so over the G, I tried to play stuff like this. And then went to C. I found my root there on the A string. Back to G, and that's where I screwed up to D now. Also, C is right here. G is right here. D is right here. Now C. Then up to D. G. Now just G blues over the whole thing. So what I did was I showed you this for G, for instance. Well, an octave lower is right here. Octave up. So I wanted to limit it so you could actually get it down. It gets overwhelming if you're thinking that you have to learn 3 at once. But just for a G, guys dug the lesson. If there's other kind of techniques that you'd like to learn more about or that you're working on, please let me know in the comments below. While you're down there, check out the links and subscribe to the channel, all that. I appreciate the extra support, I really do. Thank you again. Hope to see you later.